Guilty Gear XRD Sign is a fighting game developed by Arc System Works, and it's the 5th installment in the Guilty Gear series. The game is a 2D fighting game, and unlike its past games, Guilty Gear XRD features cel-shaded graphics in a place of hand-drawn sprites. Earlier this year, it was released in arcades on February 20, 2014, and was later released for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 in Japan and North America on December of the same year.
While all of this information is, well, fine and good, we do have to wonder and question, does this game hold any merit whatsoever, or will it be, any good?
I guess now's as good a time as ever to find out.
You're watching The Brotherhood of Gaming. I'm your host, William Morris.
And I'm your co-host, Eugene Morris.
Now, we're all big fans of multiple fighting game franchises, and this one right here is well known amongst the community of gamers, fighting gamers, and typical anime fans.
But the question is, does this new game, this little baby right here, does it surpass its predecessors? Or is it just a needless update? Well, let's find out.
Intro. Well, Soul Bad Guy and the gang are back. Anyway, Arc System Works is at it again, with its special brand of high-octane 2D fighting action. However, there is a little tweak here. Using the Unreal Engine 4 in place of the traditional sprites that we have come to know, we instead have cel-shaded graphics. How do they look? How well does it fit with the rest of the game? And does it deliver on the type of fighting that we are accustomed to from the same company? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's slip on our gloves and ready our f***off swords. Here is our review of Guilty Gear XRD. Boy, I hope I'm saying this right. For all we know, it might be XRD. Sign. Story. These types of titles are proof that fighting games, those primarily about the fighting, can still be well detailed and well thought out. In the future, mankind creates new living weapons called gears, and they are used by those in power for the purpose of world domination.
Of course!
But soon, gears rebelled against humanity, beginning an ongoing war that consumes the planet. In the middle of this, Soul Bad Guy, who has the most awesome name in all fighting games, he, however, is just one of the cast of interesting characters ranging from a girl with a giant anchor, a guy who fights with a pool stick, a guitar hero maiden, a guy strapped to a mechanical bed. Jesus. This cast is nuts. But we suppose that it is on par with, well, of course, these type of games. In the arcade mode, you can play through each other's characters' individual storyline and see how they interconnect with each other. Or if you just want to watch the story in its entirety, you can select that option in the story mode as well. It's pretty cool that they gave it the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 treatment, by allowing you to see the tale uninterrupted and not having to battle cheap bosses. Yeah, they are here too. What else is new? All in all, it is a well put together story, as far as anime plotlines go, and it is always a treat when game designers go the extra mile. Gameplay.
Similar to the BlazBlue series, this game features a fairly in-depth practice mode which allows you to get used to the game's fighting mechanics. Tutorial, hosted by Soul and Sin, walks you through the button controls and actions. Punch and kick are ordinary attacks, while slash and heavy slash are more powerful ones. You also have a dust attack that cannot be blocked while crouching. Also, by inputting different directions, you can perform different types of moves. One of them is up and dust, which will launch your opponent into the air, where the screen shifts to a slight 3D perspective, and you have the option of leaping up after him and doing some more damage. All the normal fare is here as well, from dashes, double jumps, throws, and taunts, to special attacks, overdrives, and one-shot kills. Truthfully, there's tons of moves and abilities in this game that is used to expand your offense and defense. One in particular is Roman Cancels, which allows you to interrupt your current action and do another maneuver. Also, there are Psych Bursts that can interrupt your opponent's actions. An important tool in this game is the tension meter, which you can build up during the course of a battle. This allows you to perform these maneuvers. A nice touch too is that the game also punishes you for non-activity, which is called negative penalties. There's a great deal of ingredients in this recipe, that is for sure. Plenty more than we have mentioned so far. It can seem overwhelming at times, and maybe easy to forget about, but fortunately, you can return to these tutorials at any time. To train with specific combos and character attacks, there is a challenge mode. In mission mode, you are presented with actual scenarios that you might face in combat during the game, and you must act accordingly. In training mode, you have free range to work on whatever you want, under any circumstances that you want. As always, the action is well responsive as ever, and one thing we notice is the game allows you to pace yourself when you perform combos, so you don't have to perform them in a millisecond in order to pull them off. The character roster is under 20 characters, which that in itself can turn off some players, who may be used to the Capcom style where the roster can reach up to 40 or 50. But each character is unique and diverse, and all play differently from each other. Sometimes quality is better than quantity. In battle mode, you have arcade, versus, and a MOM mode, where you can compete against the CPU for medals that you can equip and customize your chosen ass kicker. For online features, you have your database in which you can customize your profile and network where you can fight combatants outside your house. Online play features lobbies, ranked matches, and player matches. Now we're happy to say that the online battling went very smoothly, and we did not experience any lag. We also noticed that in the instruction manual there was a section that discusses player etiquette and how to behave when fighting against others online. You know, it's kind of sad that we need that, but unfortunately some people just don't know how to act. With good variety, there's also plenty of stuff here to keep players entertained and coming back for more.
Graphics. Here's where things get a little interesting. The look of this game. Now in battle, the game retains the traditional 2D style, but in cutscenes and the animation, it goes into this cel-shaded look. Upon seeing this, we couldn't help but be reminded of the transformation sequences of the new Sailor Moon Crystal, and how some people pitched a fit over it. We know that there will be those traditional purists who will simply not accept these graphics. It is all a personal preference, we suppose. From our point of view, while they did look to be running at a little bit of a slower frame rate, they still looked fine. And dare I say, artsy. From our point of view, even if some of the facial expressions do look weird from time to time. However, the bottom line is, the graphics are still bright and beautiful, and to us, the cel-shaded look adds another dimension to the experience. Music.
The jams in this game rely heavily on rock and heavy metal, which fits the mood and look of the game, like a glove. In the library section of this game, you can unlock extra music tracks, among other things, with the money that you collect during gameplay. One of them is our personal favorite Guilty Gear track, Blue Water, Blue Sky. I also get a feeling that we're listening to an episode of Trigon when sampling some of these music. It could just be us. Hell, we've seen too many anime.
Conclusion. Guilty Gear Xrd or XRD Sign delivers on more of the goods on the old-fashioned butt-kicking that we come to expect from the Arc System Works. Guilty Gear, just like BlazBlue, may not be on a level of, say, Street Fighter when it comes to the name recognition, and it is a niche type of game. But its loyal cult following should be happy overall with the return of the series. Packed with numerous features, veterans and newcomers to the series will not be disappointed. Overall, we give this game a good recommendation. Check out Guilty Gear XRD Sign, and come meet us online sometime. Just go easy on us.
Well, that does it for our review of Guilty Gear XRD Sign for the PlayStation 3.
Wow, that certainly is a lot of cool information, Gene. I might just pick me up a copy. Well, from here on out, guys, it's your call. You can go and pick up the game, but thank you so much for enjoying the Brotherhood of Gaming video game show. We hope you enjoyed the review. As always, you can subscribe, like, follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Google, and even request reviews that you want to see in the future. And as always, guys, keep on gaming, and be sure to check out the links at the end of the video. We'll see you next time!